These men and women from different nations spent their entire lives traveling and seeking rest for their tired souls. They came from various religious beliefs and different denominations, not until one man from the other side of the globe caught their attention, captured their hearts, and united them.
When I started in the Philippines,
Irmãos, quando eu comecei nas Filipinas,
we are only about 300 people.
nós éramos somente cerca de 300 pessoas.
That was in 1980.
Era em cerca de 1980.
And gradually,
His name is Eliseo Soriano, the presiding minister to the members Church of God International, or simply Brother Eli. What forced Brother Eli to leave his loved ones, his country, and preach abroad? What convinced the people of Western countries to follow a preacher from the East? What made Brother Eli different from other local and international evangelists?
not everybody holding the Bible knows the Bible. They are ignorant of the Bible. I dare invite them to a debate and prove to me they know the Bible. I will do otherwise.
Understand Brother Eli's preaching and you will morally prevail. Ignore him and you will wander in darkness. The world is a busy street. People travel to and fro. Eyes meet strangers every day, but not remembered. Noise and decorations are just a norm. The one who shouts the loudest catches attention. The one who adorns the best gets eagerness. The world is a busy street blocking important matters that deserve more focus in the public arena. One example of less examined issues is deception in religion. Truth in religion shouts loudly in front of many ears, yet heard the least. About 2,000 years ago, Jesus Christ prophesied, "For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many." John, the beloved, already witnessed the fulfillment of the Lord's prophecy based on his epistle. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of God, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. Today, the world is flooded with many preachers and so-called prophets. According to David Barrett of the World Christian Encyclopedia, a comparative survey of churches and religions AD 30 to 2200, there are 19 major world religions that are subdivided into a total of 270 large religious groups and many smaller ones. 34,000 separate Christian groups have been identified in the world. Among the 34,000 denominations, who are those prophesied by the Lord who will only deceive while using His name? Who among the multitude of religious leaders teaches the Word of God? No more, no less. Most people embrace a certain faith without deeply realizing and asking why, or why not, why this and why not that. There are those who revere religious leaders because of the miracles they perform. Others are impressed of the wealth a leader displays. Some subscribe to a preacher who only attained higher education. But what constitutes a genuine preacher of God? Miracles, grandeur, or diploma? If grandeur and diploma are the basis, then Saint Peter would be out of place in the least. He was a fisherman and unlearned in schools of men. Miracles also betray, for the Lord warned his disciples about the coming of false Christs. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. History testifies how some religious leaders brought hell to their members: mass suicide, murder, sex slavery, exploitation, terrorism, and ultimately eternal damnation. These are only some of the effects when false faith eclipses the rationale of faithful followers. Because of the proliferating multitude of false prophets and fake Christ, a call for a modern-day Jeremiah is inevitable. One man from the Philippines is giving his share of solution of confronting corrupt religious pastors. This man, like the prophet Jeremiah of 2500 years ago, is also very frank in exposing false preachers' lies. He is Brother Eli Soriano.
He said, and I emphasize that there is only one Antichrist and there is only one false prophet. According to the Bible, is it true that there is only one Antichrist? Vamos ler.
Vamos ler.
1 João 2:18.
Filhinhos, esta é a última hora, e conforme ouvistes que vem o anticristo, já muitos anticristos têm se levantado, por onde conhecemos que é a última hora.
According to the Bible, there are many Antichrists, and he is one of them. Because to say that there is only one Antichrist is a lie, because the Bible tells us, according to the revelation received by the apostle, in their time there are already many Antichrists, much more in our time, and he is one of them.
Brother Eli devoted his whole life in spreading the gospel. He speaks the words from the Bible as they are, no more, no less.
You are speaking to a Filipino, a poor person. But with regards to the Word of God, if I tell you there is in the Bible. If I tell you there is none in the Bible. That is my guarantee to you.
Unlike other pastors or ministers, Brother Eli is the only preacher that is willing to accept queries concerning faith from a live audience. Brother Eli hosts a program titled Ask Soriano, The Bible Will Answer, where no prior rehearsals are done before answering impromptu questions. He usually encounters challenging pastors and resulted to a debate.
My first question, if you remember, do you believe in everything that you have said for the last 30 minutes? And the answer is yes.
E a resposta deles foi sim.
See. Do you remember that, brothers and sisters? Now, he used the New Testament to negate that Jesus Christ is the Messiah. So my question now, I am calling for justice. So justice is, we must be fair. If you use something as a tool, then afterwards deny it, then you are a fool. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué?
Por quê?
14:22 Romanos.
A fé que tens, guarda-a contigo mesmo diante de Deus. Bem-aventurado aquele que não se condena a si mesmo naquilo que aprova.
It is not wise to accept something and then afterwards deny it. When you said you are speaking the truth, hold on to the truth that you have.
As a consequence of being unstoppable in exposing the truth, Brother Eli faces character assassinations thrown by the enemies to destroy his credibility. like what Jeremiah wrote in his book. Then said they, Come, and let us devise devices against Jeremiah, for the law shall not perish from the priest, nor counsel from the wise, nor the word from the prophet. Come, and let us smite him with the tongue, and let us not give heed to any of his words. Brother Eli experiences exactly the same.
Sono a tentação barato bem o meio de saída.
Being Brother Eli is not easy. Despite all the odds and troubles along the road, despite the homesickness he endures abroad, despite all the attacks against his person, Brother Eli still pursues in reaching out to more people across the globe to preach Christ, to expose lies, and to defend the truth.